Yo, this is Tone Capone, and you're getting lifted to the sounds of my DJ, DJ Spaceship. Go ahead and beam him up, boy. Let's get him, get him, get him, get him, get him, get him.
Greetings and salutations from us to all the nations. We're about to get loose, strictly for entertainment. We're reppin' Tampa Bay, 10 toes down. It's waves of the Bay. No, we ain't playing round. Saturdays from 10 to 12. Make sure you ride the wave. It's Tone Capone and DJ Spaceship on your airwaves. We're mixing interviews, R&B and hip hop. We're blasting off, and the top is just a pit stop.
There are many ways to listen to WMNF. You can listen on 88.5 FM, WMNF.org, the WMNF app, and by saying play WMNF to your smart speaker. Another thing you can do, I got Waves of the Bay set up where if you talk to Alexis and just tell her to play Waves of the Bay, they're going to look her up for you. So it's pretty fly, man. Waves of the Bay, we're besides 88.5 FM, besides the WMNF app, besides WMNF.org, just look us up on whatever podcast platform you guys use. We're on all of them. I mean, all of them. And if you find one that we're not on, let me know so we can get on that one too. Because, yeah, we've been, during this whole little Rona downtime, I've been trying to submit to everything and trying to read up on a lot of stuff and just trying to better ourselves that way. So this is, that's pretty much what we about, man. We got to keep it moving, you know what I'm saying? And with that being said, you know, we decided to, you know, play it kind of safe this week and just talk to each other. You know, I'm talking to Ship this week. Next week he's going to interview me. And that's where we're at with it right now. So this is WMNF 88.5 Tampa. You guys are listening to Waves of the Bay. And you guys want to send your music over for the Baywatch segment, send it to wavesofthebayradio@gmail.com. But right now I got up this cat right here, man. I know a lot about this dude, but I got to give him the proper introduction. You sit back there. That'll work right there. You just want to probably just pull the mic out or something. Get yourself comfortable, bro. Get comfortable. Make yourself at home. But the whole thing about it, man, like, one of the things about doing Waves of the Bay with Spaceship and doing Ignite the Night with Spaceship and doing, you know, the Glazers Children Museum with Spaceship and everything else we got going on, like, y'all notice our chemistry and everybody commends us on that and commends us on the good job that we do, but sometimes we don't get our individual shine, you know what I'm saying? And this cat right here, he's been doing work for a long time and he's really just been leveling up lately too. Yeah, I'm talking about you, man. It's not just because the camera is wrong. I have to make it sound good for the people out here in Tampa Bay. You know what I'm saying?
The right.
I want to keep them listening, so I got to make it sound good. But nah, for real though, this dude right here, man. When it comes to just having somebody to go in with, man, it's like when Jordan got Pippen on his squad, and they both had the same mindset.
There we go.
And they had they just went for the championship. You know what I'm saying? When Moss went to the Patriots, even though they didn't get it done, they set records. You know what I'm saying?
I wanted to see them get that done for Moss.
Me too.
And then the record, you know, I wasn't alive when, you know, who was it? The Dolphins went perfect, and they only played like 14 games a season. So technically, they tied the record, but
they couldn't get it done.
The icing on the cake. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to see that.
Major difference though. So when you have somebody that's ready to compete, man, it makes a whole nother difference. And that's why I got DJ Spaceship right here, man. This is what we do is a whole lot easier because of Spaceship. I can play music and all that stuff. I don't know the boards and all that, but I can play music. But it's a difference when you have a DJ.
DJ Tone Capone.
DJ such and such. You know what I'm saying? The champ known as Tone Capone. That's my DJ name. Well, shoot, DJ Spaceship's in the building, of course. Just got done mixing for y'all. This is the homie, the co-host of Waves of the Bay, and we figured just talk to him. So, how you living today, bro?
I'm pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to stay safe.
Yeah.
Being essentially exciting. This is, you know, the gyms is closed. Anybody that knows me knows, you know, going to the gym is one thing. I'm big on my fitness and health. The gym is closed, so I have to make my own gym, and you know, the radio station, you know, our situation is what it is, so that's another way. And I have anxiety and stuff like that. So those are ways. Those, in a nutshell, a lot of my releases have been shut down, so I've had to improvise. But other than that, man, I'm here with family. I'm here with you. I'm here with Serge the General. I'm just having a good time, man.
Playing what it records. Is, man. Playing records. So let's go ahead and I feel like just jumping around. I have a whole list of questions, but I just feel like jumping around, man. So let's talk about the Rona, man. How has that like impacted what you have been doing? How have you been working around it? Tell me how you adjusted.
The Rona has affected. It's affected me in the form of work. I do work a 9 to 5 for a lot of you people out there. I do this as well. Work has been shut down. There was actually a few people at my spot that turned up.
Yeah.
And then as far as like DJing and events, you know what I'm saying? You and I, we've had some events get canceled. We had the Hot for Play. That's something we're supposed to do just this past weekend. We was talking about that earlier.
We on 3 big events that we had planned,
right.
man. Because
That's
we had
2.
the Glazers,
Hot
Times 4.
And then now we got the
Biz Markie show. I don't see that happening at all.
Yeah, I don't see that happening. If anything, it'll be pushed back. As a matter of fact, happy belated birthday to Biz Markie. His birthday just passed, I think, about a little over a week ago.
All my Aries out there, we're going to get it right here. Whenever everything gets better, we're going to get it right.
Shout out to all the Aries, man. We turned up a little too much. The Aquarius and Pisces, we turned up a little too much.
Y'all just lucky y'all got the time in when y'all did, boy.
Listen, I enjoyed my birthday. I had a good time on accident, but it was purposely good. I seen Surge that night, and I was feeling pretty good that night.
I believe it.
I was feeling pretty good, but
did you have the hat off that night?
It came off a couple of times.
You shining on them, huh?
But I was clean. I was clean that night. I was clean. But to answer your question, how have I, improvised and got around all of this? I just been keeping my head down, listening to music, reaching out to artists, putting mixes together, keeping conversations going on social media and stuff like that, getting the people to come together as a common ground to, network and build bond and all that good stuff.
Now you see everything going virtual right now. Everybody's taking it to IG Live, things like that. Are you trying to capitalize on that a little bit more now?
That's a good question. Actually, I am. Since we've been under punishment, lockdown, I've gone live.
I don't deal well with this either, man. Like,
for me, I'm cool with it because I've been around a lot of military,
and that's the reason I'm not cool with it, man.
Really, it's easy, man. You just you got to do the time in your head. You got to find something that occupies you, and you got to have a outlet. Once you find that outlet, you got that release. Everything is just downhill from there. So as far as like going live, I went live a couple of times, not to DJ yet, because I feel it's a lot of great DJs out there sharing their craft and stuff, and a lot of great content being put out there, conversations and stuff like that. I don't feel it's my time to go live yet, but when I do, I'm going to shock the people. Shout out to Sandman. I've been tuning in to Sandman a lot. He gave us the Jazz House Supper Club mix, and then he does the old school mix and stuff like that. D Nice killed it. And then shout out to DJ Shotgun. He went live. So we've had some local stars here that've been doing their thing, as well as people on mainstream platforms too. So
yeah, I see everything just going that way, man. And how we've been doing Ignite the Night for all these years. I'm not even gonna make a lie about it. I've been talking about ending Ignite the Night, or at least trying to phase it out. Over the past 2 years, probably.
Yeah.
So just with everything going on, like events getting canceled, people not being able to interact, people social distancing, like where do you see like the future of like events going?
I see the future of events like I see people actually sitting back and realizing their strengths and weaknesses. I say strengths in the form of you have artists out there doing things that promoters and promotion teams are doing. Like for example, you have the Versus Challenge going down. Shout out to Manny Fresh. Shout out to Timberland and to Swiss Beats for putting that together. But you have like the Versus Challenge, and then you have a lot of artists starting to capitalize on social media by talking out, reaching out, talking to the fans and bringing them on live. Just the expression, the reaction people give just to be live with a celebrity is just hilarious.
Game changer.
It's game changer.
Yeah.
And that creates a new fan, and that's a memory that you didn't have to pay for. Just pay your phone bill. But outside of that, that's some ways that I've seen artists and stuff capitalize. And I think that's the wave to go, because you have, like the fans only. It could be used for more than just that special type fans only. It could be used to do concerts and different stuff like that too.
And it's like we're trying to incorporate this month's Ignite the Night into Zoom. So we're going to give it a dry run, but we're going to do like a producer battle at first, like a team battle. That's got changed to almost like a cypher showcase almost. So I'm going to have 5 producers and me on the Zoom trying to record it, trying to figure it out. So that's pretty much like everything is going visual right now, but the way I want to be able to do is I want to be able to have a control on it and on the sound and with the product I put out. And that's the difference between like just going live and having a video and then posting it, you know what I'm saying?
Well, with your expertise and your focus, I don't see that being a problem. I mean, it's like riding a bike. You'll have your training wheels at first, but I got full faith in Tone. Like, you'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
I ain't worried about that part. So it's just, put your training wheels on, helmet and gloves.
That's why we got to go through a dry run. Pause.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Yo, this is Waves of the Bay, episode 23. We're talking with DJ Spaceship, man. Like I was saying, a lot of times because we're so good together, people don't understand like the greatness of us being apart and what we do. And as a DJ, like this dude has been perfecting this craft as long as I've known him. So let's talk about DJs right now, man. I want to know how you define the perfect DJ.
To me, defining what a DJ is, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. If I said that right, I can mess stuff up sometimes. I think everybody looks for different things to say, okay, that's a DJ. But what I look for somebody that can control the crowd. Mm-hmm. I look for somebody that can create a vibe. I look for somebody that can keep it moving. I like to be open format because you can play for different crowds of people. But, some DJs are just, they're going to play certain genres. Or that's just their thing. They just love certain genres of music. But I think a DJ that plays for the people is better than a DJ that plays for themselves. Like there's a time and a place when I make mixes, I play that for myself. Mm-hmm. Unless I'm doing custom mixes with independent artists from the Bay Area, what I'm saying, like my Fresh Peas, my Prophets, what I'm saying, the Gottis, what I'm saying, the Keezies, and all those the different independent artists in the Bay Area. But when you go to a club, you go to a venue, you go to an event, you play for the people because the people are your net promoters. Mm-hmm. That was it, NPS, Net Promoter Score. See, that's that call center mentality.
Now, man.
Yeah, I didn't mean to take it out.
Come on now.
The people is your promoter, so if you do good at an event and you impressing the people, then they're going to be the ones to tell the next person, and that's how you get more bookings and stuff. Now, I do have an understanding. You do have those people that want to be the DJ and tell you what to play. I love those people too because I'm quick to step back and give you the headphones and say, "Hey, knock it out." Mm-hmm. And they get up there and they look at all the buttons and they don't. It's like those 10 songs you wanted to hear out the window. You forgot all of that, and you gotta, you can have 10 songs that you want to hear, but is it gonna go with the vibe that's going on? Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? The longevity and going out and supporting other artists and stuff like that, and breaking artists, and that to me is a DJ in a nutshell. The turntablism, that's an extra. Mm-hmm. It's like having a Benz, but then you get the AMG. You see what I'm saying? So.
Got you. So with that being said, then, let me think here, man. As a DJ, has there ever been a time where you were rocking, but you saw that the crowd wasn't rocking with you?
Absolutely.
What do you do?
I'm gonna take a play from DJ Shizm. Shout out to DJ Shizm on this one. I was one of the resident DJs at Green Gators, and DJ Shizm come up, and he's doing radio. You know what I'm saying? So of course he plays all the songs that's on the radio, which is the latest, the hottest, everything that everybody want to hear on the radio. And then we would have to, me and Galaxy, my brother DJ Galaxy, we would have to come up behind him, pause, and spin
all the way, pause.
Yeah, we would have to spin after he finished spinning. Thank you for that, Serge.
Twirl.
And Shizm said something one night that really helped take me to the next level. He said, my job is to get up here and play all the hits because I'm live remote. I'm doing a live remote for the radio station. You can't come up here and play the exact same songs because some people have heard it, and that's going to kill your vibe. Mm-hmm. There's more. He said, if you can go to the 10 top clubs in Tampa, and they all playing the same 50 songs, but it's still hundreds and hundreds of songs that are considered throwbacks or old songs or not that old that still jam harder than new stuff. So what he would do is, after he would finish, spinning, he'd be packing up to go to his next gig, and he would listen to see what we would do, and
do something.
And I can always tell when I did something right for the, based upon his listening, because he would be like, "Yo, there you go." You see what I'm saying? So I also kept relationships with people like DJ Shizm, DJ Sandman, and I make mixes and stuff, and I send them over to him, Big Brother CJ, and to get their approval, it means a lot because these are people that have been doing this craft way longer than I have and been around it way longer than I have. So I know they're not going to steer me wrong or anything like that, but that was when I first started doing clubs, is one of the few times that I've had it when people just weren't rocking with me. I had to learn how to transition from being a house party DJ to a club DJ, and even now to a radio DJ. So it's just different types of transitions we have to make.
Explain that to me, man. Like, what's the difference between like doing radio, besides like keeping things clean,
right,
and let's say rocking House of Music or whatever it's called now, Green Gators. What's the difference between that?
Well, the difference between doing radio and, you know, rocking like a nightclub, for the most part in a club, and on radio, your goal is to play the hottest songs, to support the hottest independent artists on radio. In the club, you can do that, but that's everybody, they want to hear the other songs, the songs that can't be played on radio, and it doesn't have to be clean inside of a club. And as opposed in radio, you might be slotted for a particular genre of music. You might just be top 40, or you might be Caribbean, or you might be R&B, whatever your thing
Well, for
is.
you, since you open format and we can do whatever we want to do on 88.5, like how's a different approach for you?
Well, even still, because some clubs sing. It depends on the type of club, because you have some clubs that are just straight hip hop. You see what I'm saying? So it depends on the type of club. But me, I just, like I say, my I shouldn't be giving them a formula. I don't pay attention.
A little bit.
I give you this. I give y'all this little piece. I don't play for the dudes. I play for the ladies. So if it's, I find one lady in there, and I try to make her dance, and I try to make the next 3 ladies dance. Because if you can get the women dancing, the men watching. They buying drinks. They coming to the floor. The ladies buying drinks. Everybody going live, taking their pictures. They hashtagging and, you know, tagging you and stuff.
Snapchat, whatever it is.
Yeah, Snapchat and all that. So that promotes the club. The bartender's eating. I'm getting promoted. I'm eating. And, you know, that's the way that I get down with that.
Do you have a go-to song in the club if you're trying to get it rocking? Like, you have one song you just know is going to get them.
Man, I got quite a few. Tom G. Can't go wrong with Tom G. Chris Dahl. Can't go wrong with Chris Dahl. Down for My Ninjas. You can't go wrong with that. 400 Degrees. You can't go wrong with that. I'll give you one last one of my many. Juvenile. Back It Up. I'm going to say it that way. Back it up. Back that up. But
that thing old as hell, bro.
And
if you think about it, like it's 21
20 something years.
Dang.
And it's crazy because
it's the same reaction back then that it is right now.
Like that song is older than some people that go crazy off of it now. And it's amazing to see that timeless music, because it's a beautiful thing. So those are some of my go-tos. I give y'all some of the tools.
Appreciate that, man. This is Waves of the Bay. I'm Tone Capone. We're talking with DJ Spaceship. Getting to know more about the DJ, also co-host of the show, man. I want to talk about your host, bro. Like I always say, like, you ask the questions I wish I asked or wish I thought of. So before, like, what is your mind frame going into interviews? Like, how do you attack an interview?
Me as a host?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talk about you. I was gonna say, Gray. You got salt and pepper braids. Talk about how bald I am. Nah.
Hairline still there though.
Listen here, man. We're not gonna do this.
I'm making it. I'm all right during this time.
My approach when it comes to an interview is, if it's somebody that I know personally, I want everybody else to know those things about you that is not things that shouldn't be said. You see what I'm saying? I'm not the one to. I'm not going to say I do prepare mentally. I just get myself prepared, because this interview can go left, it can go right, it can go good, it can go bad.
Yep.
I've been a part of those already. As far as questions, you know, I do my research. I look up stuff about, you know, the subject that I'm interviewing. I just try to make it a conversation instead of being like an interview. You see what I'm saying? It's like you go on a date, or you go to just get to know somebody. And that's the way I approach it. I approach being a host the same way as a DJ. Like I treat an interview like a girl that I'm real interested in. So I really want to impress her. So with that being said, I'm going to try to ask you those questions to get that interaction. You know, not to necessarily stump people, but it happens. But just to have people just in tune and like, yeah, you know, I really enjoyed that interview. It was a conversation, like, to be comfortable, because once people get comfortable, then they open up and tell you other things that I might not know about you. And that's the way I approach interviews with people I know personally and people that I don't know. You know, just make them comfortable and make them, you know, want to come back and want to tell people more about themselves, open up more about things that people don't know about them.
I say this all the time, man. Like, you've come all the way up from the time we first started as far as the interviews
We both
go,
have,
man.
We both, because you remember, I wouldn't even talk on the microphone.
I went to school for this, though. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference, though. Like, you've come all the way up, man.
Yeah.
And then I was actually about to get right into that, man. Like, how is that actually, as far as a DJ, you used to just play music. You didn't let you talk at all. And everybody used to urge you to talk a little bit. So now that you talk on the mic a little bit, now that you're doing the interviews on the radio and incorporating that into your DJ, set, whatever you want to call it, your work. How has that impacted it for you?
I want to give a shout out to two people for this answer. I want to give a shout out to Tone. I want to give a shout out to you. And I want to give a shout out to J-Rock Jones. J-Rock said something to me back at Ignite the Mic. Yeah, Ignite the Mic. He was like, Ship, you dope. You real good. A lot of people like you. And you good at what you do. Can't nobody do what you do like you do, and that's the great thing. But you need to learn to start talking on the microphone, because when you talk, people listen. Like, it adds to your chemistry. It adds to your power. And I heard him, but I wasn't listening. You see what I'm saying? So I didn't let it fully go out of my mind, but I heard what he was saying. And I would sit back and watch when J-Rock would go out and host different events and stuff. You know, J-Rock is a character. And I mean that in a good way.
All the way character.
Yeah, he's a character. He's entertaining. He knows how to talk to the different crowds, male, female, young, old, cat, squirrel, dog. He knows what he's doing. And then I look at, like you, for example, what I learned from you is being poised, being prepared. And I tapped into being a DJ with having something ready at moment's notice. Mm-hmm. So it's like I describe me and you to people like Peyton Manning and Marvin Harrison. Communication without even speaking. You know, it's just signals, looks and stuff like, okay, this is what we're doing. This is where we're going to go next. So being prepared type stuff, and never falling off my square. No matter how many times, how big the crowd is, how small the crowd is, or what's going on, I've never seen you fall off your square. And I appreciate you two guys for that. Another person I want to shout out right quick, I'm not going to be long-winded, is CJ. Whiskey North, Big Brother CJ.
Shout out to CJ, man.
CJ... I've sat back and seen CJ take a crowd that's on 10 to 20. Mm-hmm. And most of y'all might be out there like, that's not possible. It's very possible if you've been to a party.
Especially in Tampa, Florida.
In Tampa. If you've been to a party and you've given CJ the microphone, after he give it back, you gotta step your game up where he at or better, because he just do what he do, give you the mic and he walks off. It's not like he trying to show you up. It's just the vibe that he's
what you do. You gotta. Yeah. What are you gonna do? I'm gonna do me.
You gotta hold it down, man. So I mean, those are some of the people that I look up to, and that has helped me. You know, when it comes to talking on the incorporate talking on the mic and DJing and all that at the same time. And then just I'm a natural clown. Like, people that know me personally know I'm a clown. I got jokes. Mm-hmm. I'm a talk noise, but it's all in good fun. I just like to have a good time. Just like to have a good
I think
time.
It translates, man. That's the reason why talking on the mic is so important. Plus, it gives you a personality to connect with the crowd at the same time.
I am the personality.
Yeah, you crazy, bro.
I am the person.
Straight up, man. This Ways of the Bay, episode 23. We're talking with DJ Spaceship. This is WMNF 88.5 Tampa. We got the Baywatch coming up in just a few moments. Probably going to be coming back talking a little bit more with Spaceship too. But I wanted to throw some names at you, and I want you to give me just a short idea of like what you take from them, what you've learned from them, or how they've impacted what you do as a DJ.
Okay.
So let's let's talk about DJ Reality.
DJ Reality. Love, trust, not speaking money, but any check she ever wrote me on a mental business level, I can always cash it. Today, tomorrow, next week. None of her wisdom and knowledge has ever bounced. Her word is always bond with me, and she's one of the few DJs that when I spin alongside, she pushes me. And I admitted that to her when we were in Los Angeles. Like, anything she's ever told me, I can cash that check multiple times. So that's forever family, and she can cook too. She can cook.
Hey, I'm still waiting on my plate, man. It's been years.
Years
of promises, years of broken promises.
Listen, I had to earn my keeps.
I be seeing the pictures online, and my feelings be hurt, man.
And I want
to be seeing lobster tails and stuff. Like,
listen,
yo, like what?
Steak.
Like, make
sure you have grits.
Mm-hmm.
If she's listening to this, she's gonna laugh. But make sure you have grits, because we want to make sure tea is okay.
Okay,
she'll know where we're going with that.
That's what it is. All right, let's do DJ. Let's do DJ Keys.
I call them master keys. An open book of wisdom, willing to teach. In my opinion, hands down, probably one of the top turntablists in the Bay, if not Tampa. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wish I had a quarter of the turntablism skills that he has. He's just a technician, and I've watched him. I remember when me and Keys DJ a Pride event at Crowbar. And it's my first time ever DJing with Keys. Like, I had heard of him, I met him, but never really, like, had a session
Were you a fanboy?
I'll admit that, yes.
All right.
Anytime Keys spinning and I'm around, I'm in straight student mode. Like, I'm watching. I got it. Okay, what is he going to do? I've studied things that he's done. But when we did that Pride event, like, we went at it. Like, he got up there. He gave his time up on the ones and twos. And I got up there, and we was going. It was a friendly battle. Not battle. It was a friendly competition. I say competition. And we looked up, and everybody was going crazy, just enjoying themselves, dancing. And matter of fact, that's when I first bought my Range 62 mixer. So Keys helped me break that one in class at Crowbar Pride event. And yeah, Keys I call him Master Keys.
I already know, man. I know that's one of your faves, bro.
Yes, sir.
DJ Galaxy.
Galaxy, that's my brother, man. He taught me patience.
The real DJ Spaceship.
Shout out to Galaxy. He and I got together when Green Gator first became what it was on a Friday night. We single-handedly helped build that place from ground up. Like, we would go to call centers and pass out flyers.
It's crazy when you think about it, man, because it seems like yesterday.
Right.
But it's like 5-6 years ago right now.
6 years.
Yeah.
It was we single-handedly helped build that place to where it got, and then 95.7 came in and they helped push it, because they had further reach than we did. Shout out to Queen B. But yeah, they Galaxy, like, that's my brother, man. Like, we had so many times we just had good nights and we had bad nights together at the club, but we was always together. And we created the Four Horsemen, which was me, him, Triple X, and Moochie. Mm-hmm. So yeah, Galaxy, man, that's my brother, man. Like, that's the Beanie Siegel. You know what I'm saying? That's my Beanie Siegel.
Man, shout out to Galaxy, man. He actually has the same birthday as my cousin that passed, Dewey. Yeah. So I'll always remember that, man, because I remember we was just there one night, and it was that night, and I had my shirt on, and it was his birthday. Yeah. And it was a completely different vibe, man. Let me throw one more at you here. I got one. DJ
Sinflow. Old school dude.
We miss you, Sinflow.
Old school dude with an old school cool. Sinflow is always at an even temperature. Great conversation. Marine. Shout out to the Marines. My man's also from Detroit, so shout out to Detroit. All my people from the Dirty Glove. I think it's the 313 area code. Mm-hmm. I ain't shouting out the Lions or nothing like that, because they ain't the Falcons. But anyways, Sinflow, he's, we have good conversations. He teaches me things, here and there. And when I come to the studio early before our show, and just sit there and just chill with him and be in awe and just watch how he controls the mic and how he does his shout outs. It's simple stuff. Shout outs. He's calculated. Nothing he does makes him work too hard. He's a true definition of just be yourself. Mm-hmm. So, Sinflow I like Sinflow. He's an old school dude with an old school cool. You don't see that too much no more.
I miss riding into the studio, listening to Sinflow, because every time, like, we come on after the Saturday Night House Party, we come on right before the shutdown. So I'm always riding, listening to Sinflow, always hearing the old jams. So back in KC, we had Magic 107 was our old school jam. I'm surprised we don't have like an old school.
Fun fact.
Ain't it like AM or something?
AM 1150 used to be it back in the day, but here's a fun fact. 94.1 used to be 98.7.
Okay.
94,
I was here when that changed.
Okay, so before that, 94.1 was the smooth jazz, like old school type stuff, but smooth jazz and easy listening type stuff. And they switched over because 94.1 has a further reach beyond the Tampa Bay area than 98.7 did.
Okay.
So what happened in that station, I'm not sure what happened, but yeah, we have one now, but it's just you got to look for it. And
I miss hearing that, man, especially riding around, all sunny, water out there, windows down, stuff like that.
Or you could tune into Sinflow.
I do.
You can tune into Sinflow. So,
I definitely do. That's why I ride him every time I come into the station, man. Yeah, man. Waves of the Bay, episode 23. We're talking with DJ Spaceship. We got NPR news coming up in just a moment. I'm going to have to bring Spaceship back. I got a few more questions I need to hit on right quick. Plus, it's our show, so who really gives a damn? You know what I'm saying, man? It's Waves of the Bay. You guys got music to send over. Please send it to wavesofthebayradio@gmail.com. Go ahead and hold off for just a couple seconds on that. And then, wavesofthebayradio@gmail.com. Make sure it's clean Make sure it's mixed and mastered properly. Make sure it's labeled properly too. And man, we're gonna be back on the flip side. I got a few more questions to ask Chip. We got the Tampa Bay watch, and then I'm gonna let Spaceship just flex on y'all. Let's go.
Yo, dig it, what up, y'all? This Common Sense chilling. And right now, we're about to just take a ride.
This is Waves of the Bay, episode 23. This is WMNF 88.5 Tampa. We appreciate everybody rocking with us. Man, we've been doing this for amazingly 23 episodes, bro. Like, I can't believe this is already going by like that. Before that, we had 35 episodes on the podcast. WMNF, man, appreciate y'all having us for sure, man. Like I said, the time's been going by extra quick, and we having fun doing what we're doing. We're talking to a lot of people. We still got a lot of people to talk to. We got a lot of interviews. We've been trying to move around with everything going on, but we about to turn it up and still level up on y'all. So during the Safer at Home order covering most of our listening area, WMNF will maintain our quality music and information, and will give companionship to listeners hunkering down at home. Our volunteer programmers will also be at home during these days of seclusion, but they are participating by sending in playlists to make sure the shows are in good hands. WMNF is your connection to keep you entertained and informed. And once again, we are recording this early, so this is not live. It's live to us, and it's going to be live to y'all on Saturday. But this is what we're doing, man. Episode 23, coming straight from the Flow Ohio studios. Thank you again, Surgeon General, for having us. And what we've been doing is just chilling, man. We've been talking. Really, we just been talking, just chopping it up. I got my DJ here,
just hanging out,
just giving y'all the idea to get a chance to get to know more about Spaceship, because he's always mixing. We're always doing our thing.
I try to stay away from y'all.
You know,
sometimes, suppose,
before the mask and all that, man. He was trying to stay away from y'all. So, but at the same time, man, this dude's amazing, and you guys need to know this, and y'all need to follow him. Let's go ahead and drop some social media information on the folk.
So, Instagram at DJ Spaceship, Twitter at DJ Spaceship 813. Facebook, DJ Spaceship, SoundCloud, DJ Spaceship. And then you could just, hit me up and we can, go back and forth and all that good stuff, whatnot.
I'd have you spell Spaceship, but I think everybody can figure that out.
I can do that.
You know it's Tampa, Florida, man.
Hold up now. Don't talk about my people now. Don't talk about my people.
But still, man, yeah, Spaceship's in the mix, man. If y'all want to check out anything, go to tone-capone.com. I spell Capone with a K. If you spell it with a C, you will not see me. I actually revamped the page a little bit, so it's a lot easier to navigate right now, and I'm a little bit proud of myself because of that. So once you go to the page, there's going to be 4 logos there. Pick the logo you want to go see more about. Spaceship's logo is right there, too. So let's get into it, man. I had to get your logo revamped. Shout out to High Monk for hooking that up, man. This is the same dude that did the Waves of the Bay logo, same dude that did Ignite the Night and the Elements logo. But we had to go ahead and just get that redone because I hated your old logo.
Listen,
bro. I'm sorry.
It was nothing wrong with the old logo. Nothing wrong with it at all.
But it's 2020, so we had to get that fresh update for you.
This is true.
And I just want to, you can see the importance of branding, especially right now and everything going visual.
Oh, yeah.
How are you planning on attacking that moving forward?
I said earlier, just making sure I put my mixes out there. I shouldn't say this, but I'll give you another gem. One of the strategies that I use when promoting things that I'm doing is I try not to tag the same people all the time on social media, because if you do that, it might be a person that's not checking for it, or they just, life happens, so they may have not seen it. Or they just might not use Facebook or whatever it is, and you tagging them in it. So by using and tagging different people, it's a tactic I've seen used by other people, and it's been successful for them, and it's also been successful for me too.
And we actually put you in charge of the Waves of the Bay IG because you're way more better.
You shouldn't have told everybody that.
I shouldn't have said that. My fault.
It's all good.
Cut that.
It's all good.
That. But you're doing way better than I am. So do you study times to post on IG, or is just IG something that you do and you just know how to maneuver? Times,
topics, and hashtags. So there's different times of the day you can post stuff, and it's okay to, I've learned, you can post happy birthday to said celebrity or said person and stuff like that, and taking clips and excerpts from interviews and posting it up on there and stuff. It can be taskful, if that's lack of a better word, because I also do my own Instagram page. So I have to keep that content updated as much as possible, and then also make sure that I'm, replying back to people that hit up the Waves of the Bay Instagram and stuff like that, and do things to try to grow content and traffic and stuff like that, and interact with people so they don't think they're just sending their messages and music to a bottomless pit or something like that. So
right, and we actually got Waves of the Bay started about a little bit over a year ago. So remember back then, think way back then, like before March 19th, when we was talking about, hey, we're going to bring the radio show back and we'll do like this. We had to get a new name because we didn't want to go with the old name. So we got everything official. Like going into it, what did you expect out of Waves of the Bay?
Consistency, longevity, originality, a platform for the people, a bridge to give independent artists a way to walk through to the mainstream world that some of them also want to go to. I would like Waves of the Bay. Well, I'm not saying I like, but I also vision Waves of the Bay being that spot and people like, yo, when I got my start, that's where I went to. The same way they did with Ignite the Night and Ignite the Mic. How many artists are listening now and artists that are performing now that started on our stage? So the same thing with radio and stuff, like to give artists that experience of what it's like to go into a radio station, what it's like to be interviewed in a radio station, what it's like to have your music played over a radio station, and the importance of still having relationships with radio and radio personalities and hosts such as you and myself.
So now that we've transgressed a little, or not transgressed, but moved a little bit further with it, progressed a little bit. How do you see Waves of the Bay now? Like, what's the expectations matches the actual outcome?
It's work. It's not as easy as what I thought it would be, and we're fine with that. Just staying consistent, being on top of your game, not being necessarily a follower, but being a trendsetter. So everybody does one thing. I'm not the one to follow what everybody else does. I try to set my own, had the own beat to my own drum, stuff like that. So, just, make sure we connect with the people, going to events, shaking hands, building relationships, and, taking us to different levels. Like since we've been doing the show, you and I have created the relationship with the Glazers Children's Museum. We got the Hot for Play, and then we also have the relationship with the Thrashers?
The Clearwater Threshers.
And the Phillies. So, just continue to build those up and take us to that next level, because I remember when I started in the house parties, you was an artist performing, then we started doing events, then we started doing the podcast in the back room of your house, then we was at Flowhio and radio throughout our times, and now we're here. So just making sure we continue to grow and do big and better things and stuff like that.
Very true. We're talking with DJ Spaceship right now. I know you guys hear the voice that sounds familiar, but we're actually talking to DJ Spaceship right now.
Conversation.
Just doing a little quick interview, letting y'all know what I have to put up with for all these years, man. This dude.
It's a lot. It's a lot. This is the PG version.
Oh, yes.
This is the PG.
Like I said, man, when we got back from the Kansas trip, I have a 15-minute long video with him and my cousin clowning each other back and forth. And me and my daughter's just sitting here watching it. You can hear us laughing in the background.
It was me, you, Ari. Wasn't Dave there too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was on the other couch, and we was just up here cracking
What's
up.
That guy name? What's that guy name?
Cuzzo?
No, what's his name? See, he's Snap famous. Jawan. Shout out to Jawan, man. Every time we get together, we'll just nuck if you buck. You know what I'm saying? But it's all love, man.
And that's what it is, man. That's what you got to appreciate about it, man.
Make him Snap famous.
People that are stand up are hard to find and hard to hold on to. You know what I'm saying? Because people be fronting, yo.
A lot.
People be fronting, though.
A lot.
All right, let's get back into what we're talking about, man. So DJ Spaceship's here. We're talking about Waves of the Bay. I want to know, of the artists that have submitted their music, is there one person that sticks out to you that surprised you? That's not even on this list.
I will actually say yes. I've been stumped, and that's something that has never happened. I always got a word for a word. Artists that there's been a few. I'll be short about it. Gotti, an artist named Gotti, submitted a track. I didn't expect it to be as good as it was. Pretty good. 181 Rebellion. I actually seen them perform live, and then they reached out to me and submitted their music. Dope. Keezy was another artist. That's one of my favorites. And Keezy surprised me for multiple reasons, and I'd expound on him. His style is so unorthodox. Like, I didn't expect to get...
That's a great word to describe Keezy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, take a picture, watch how I slide, and Chanel No. 9, and you see what I'm saying? Like, I didn't expect any of that. And Fresh P caught me off guard, too, because people try to put artists from the Bay Area in a box, but you can't really put us all in the same box because they're all different. Like Fresh P and Keys, for Fresh P rather, tear down clubs. He tear them down with the confetti, and he got the different uniforms. And he actually has a message. Like, he has a song that I can barely listen to because it gets to me in a good way. Mm-hmm. It gets me emotional. But Fresh P is an actual entertainer. Like, beyond just having a message, he's an entertainer. You see what I'm saying? He knows how to control the crowd. He knows how to bring the crowd, and he show love to all people, no matter where you come from. Presidente, that's another person that surprised me too, because he looks crazy every time I tell this. But when we first met, it wasn't the most of comfortable situations. You know, I was being a jerk, and he was able to be level headed and be like, okay, and then what? Okay, and then what? Not and then what to challenge me. That and then what that he had was it showed me growth that I can have. And from that, it's not even a friendship, it's family, like brotherhood. You see what I'm saying?
You look back at that moment, and he's still official and
still the same person,
professional and
still
poised, and
bruh, still the same person. I'm surprised I didn't get smacked that day.
He was working. That's why.
Listen, he
said as soon as the clock goes off, that's it, bro.
I'm
waiting.
surprised. Shout out to El Presidente. You know what I'm saying? I'm surprised I didn't get. If I would have got smacked that day, I would have been like, you know what? I deserve that. I was. He's probably listening and laughing, but I was being a true Madonna, and I hadn't even earned or deserved it at that time.
Well, let's talk about that, man. Because I wanted to talk about that. This seems like a good time. Me and you have been doing a lot of work, and I know that people have noticed it, people have recognized it, but not everybody has done that. So I know we submitted a few times to do an interview, to do some type of print up with one of these editorials out here. So why do you feel like we're not getting the shine that we deserve? Because I know that you want us to have a full spread and all this stuff. You know,
I want us to be,
you know, what I'm
larger
saying?
than life. I want us to be the biggest show in the state of Florida, not the Bay, but the state of Florida. I want us to be the hottest platform. I want us to be the hottest DJ host tandem. I want you to be the hottest promoter. I want us to be the most sought after people out of the Southeast and magnify that. But the reason I feel that hasn't happened, because I'm gonna take a page out of B Slim book. I said to her one time, I say, you know, maybe I don't know the right people. That's where I'm not where I need to be. And she said, no, the right people don't know you. And then I had in my mind, I asked myself, well, how do I make that happen? And that's by continuing to do what we do, not what I do, but what we do. Because whether people realize it or not, you are a very instrumental part of the machine that I am, and vice versa. You know, I've done radio at HCC. I've done radio in St. Pete. I've done, been a part of many platforms doing radio and podcasting, but my success has come with me and you because we have that chemistry, Peyton and Marvin. And I think we get overlooked because people, like the question you just asked me, artists that caught me by surprise. When we do get those opportunities to step to the next level, we take them by surprise. So we just got to, continue doing what we're doing. I be me, you be you. And it's only a matter of time because you predicted us being where we are now here, doing FM radio and, what's next?
I ain't got no damn predictions for what's next, bro. Like our train that fell off the track a little bit. We still rolling, but I don't know where we riding to.
Listen, if we are trained, we're going to always be on the track because we will be considered essential to this music game. They need us. We need them to continue to come to us. And because all industries can shut down, the world will close down if the train industry closed. No semis can move, no Walmarts, no 6 feet rule, no nothing would be able to happen. So not even this mask I got on here. The world was shut down, so the train on the tracks, we just got to keep it going, keep the coal in the locomotive, and keep chugging.
It's pretty much what we do, man. We adapt and we adjust on the go. This is DJ Spaceship we're talking to. I'm Tone Capone. Waves of the Bay, episode 23. Follow us all social media at Waves of the Bay. Ship, I know Jazzy Jeff is like your icon, dog.
Yes.
Growing up, I used to live on Bel Air.
I didn't get
I took you by my house.
We did go by there.
I used to live on Bel Air. I used to refer to myself as the Fresh Prince of Bel Air. I still am the Fresh Prince of Bel Air, damn it. 1725, shout out.
Well, out there, you out there, but out here we got our own Fresh Prince. His name Fresh P.
But he ain't a Bel Air.
That's true.
So there we go. But yeah, man. But I know you, what's going on with Jeff, man?
So Jeff, as everybody know, he's been doing this thing since way back in the 80s, him and Will Smith, and he just never stopped. he went touring around the world, and he said he didn't feel too good when he was cross seas, and he, wanted to wait till he got back home in the States where, he can get the care and understand what people are saying. He got back and some things was going on, so he never came out. I never seen or heard it confirmed if he had that Rona, but he was feeling, pretty beat up. And shout out to his wife, you know what I'm saying? She held him down. She did what she's supposed to do, her and his the rest of his fam. And he's back to 100%. So he's back to being Jeff, spinning records. He's not cross seas because, a lot has been, with things that's going on in the world. But Jazzy Jeff back to himself, man. He was on Scratch Vision with DJ Scratch the other day, killing it. He hasn't lost a step, man.
What is it about him as a DJ that you try to incorporate when you try to do your thing?
Precision, repetition, confidence. A lot of people might not notice, but I'm a very shy person. And before I go to DJ anywhere, even if it's the same place every time, I'm very nervous because I don't know what's going to happen. You see what I'm saying? I might have perfected it the last time, but this time I might train wreck. You see what I'm saying? Just being at that, knowing who you are and standing on that. You see what I'm saying? Being a staple. Like, I can go on and on about Jazzy Jeff, man. I actually met him before when he came to a club that used to be in St. Pete called The Venue. And I had a 30-minute conversation with him, and it was dope. Like, he talked to me like he knew me. I had never met this man. And
did y'all do the handshake?
Did we do the handshake?
Yeah.
Nah, we didn't do the handshake. Nothing like
handshake with that.
I was so starstruck at the time. I'm not gonna lie, I was starstruck and amazed that I was amongst one of my idols. You see what I'm saying? Somebody that took what I do today, made it possible to do what I do today as a DJ. I wish I had the turntablism skills that he has, but that's his thing. And I tried to imitate and mimic him as much as possible when I DJ, but that's just not who I am. But as far as the precision and just Jazzy Jeff is just Jazzy Jeff, man. Like, if he's not in your top 3, I don't know what to say. As a DJ, I don't know what to say if he's not in your top 3.
DJ Spaceship right here, man. The Waves of the Bay, episode 23. We're just chopping it up with the homie, man. I know Jazzy Jeff's his favorite.
Yeah, man.
I already know that going in, so I just got to sit back and just watch him.
Man,
watch him express that love for him, bro. I can imagine if I met my idol, man.
Who's your idol?
It's kind of hard to say, man. Like, if we're talking about, like, Will Smith could be one of them, honestly.
Okay.
Because of what he's done, like, outside of music, you know what I'm saying? Like, just the whole entertainment industry, like, he's done this thing. Puffy is one of them.
So if you met Puffy or Will Smith, what knowledge would you seek from them?
I'm gonna talk just business and how they're able to navigate, staying relevant.
Gotcha.
And also having family.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I wrote my college acceptance essay on Puffy when he was going with J-Lo at the time to get into Mizzou.
You seen he did the dance challenge this weekend, and he had J-Lo and A-Rod on there, but then he cut Lizzo.
A-Rod just had to show up to be there. He's like, hold up now.
He got to. Like, I got it, and Puff like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take that. Puff, he's still that dude, man. Like, people be sleep.
And I still call him Puffy, man. I can't call him all this other stuff, man.
What do you go by now? Brother Love?
I don't even know.
That's a heck of a name, Brother Love.
Hey,
powerful.
That's how you know.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta let them know.
Hey, you gotta. I love me some me type stuff.
Let's talk about Tampa Bay music, bro, because we've been highly invested in it for the last 7-8 years now.
Right.
What about the direction that it's going in encourages you right now?
I like the direction it's going. I like seeing a lot of the young gunners coming up and stuff too. And I like a lot of the new people that have gotten into it and they're taking it to the next level. Like, hands down, Tom G is the mayor. I don't care how you see it, who he is, where you from. Tom G is the mayor. And I like the way that, even though Tom G knows that, how he reaches back and interacts with the youngins up under him and stuff, and he supports them, he promotes them, he come out to events.
I don't know if he understands how huge that is, man, because people always talking about Tampa's divided and cliquish, and they don't show love and show support, and then you got the top dog showing love to the cats that's coming up.
I think Tampa's divided to the people that think that way. But outside of that, you got your Fresh Peas. Like, just look at Tom's last project. Look at all the features that he has on there.
Oh, shout out to Brixton Bang, man, because we actually had a promotion, a challenge, a producer challenge, we can call it, where they remixed the song with Tom G.
Right.
And Fresh P. Shout out to Ta Chi as well, because he's the one that made the original beat, man.
And then the thing that I like about Tampa and that's really, really happening in the industry, you have a lot of younger artists saying that older artists or artists that's been out before them are bitter, this, that, and the third. But in Tampa, our artists that are younger are showing love and paying homage for the most part, for what I see. For example, we got songs in Tampa that's been out 20 years too. Juvenile, his album been out 20 plus years too. Monica Miss Thing been out over 21 years. But we got C. Renee, she got tracks that's legendary. We got Tom G, he got tracks that's legendary. Jit Joe Crazy, Rocket Rod, I Take It Back, Shizm. Like, we got DJs, singers, rappers, Marcus Vance, promoters, clubs. Like, yo, we got Atlanta, New York, California, and Miami right here in Tampa. We just got to continue doing what we're doing, supporting our own, and, you know, continue to build relationships. And it's only a matter of time before somebody tap into this market and kaboom.
What do you think's missing right now in the market?
I don't think anything is missing per se, other than us to continue to get the opportunity, us to continue to make the most of our opportunities while not trying to step on each other. You see what I'm saying? So you take Cash Money, for example. When he first came out, who was the biggest star on the label?
Juvie.
Okay. Eminem and D12. Who was the biggest star?
Yeah.
Same with the
Nelly.
Lunatics. You see what I'm saying? So once people learn that mentality, not say be exactly like them, but look at what they did and then take it back to your tribe and make it work best for you, that's it. And hopefully this Rona stuff gonna be gone, because when I tell you, when the Super Bowl get here, boy, y'all gonna see the Super Bowl done in a way y'all ain't seen it done before, because Tampa, we ain't nothing to be played with. In Tampa, we juke.
And if anybody's been like really stuck in the house, like if y'all have not taken a ride around Tampa, like this construction ain't stopping.
Nah, they now,
like when y'all start riding, there's gonna be a whole lot of new stuff you about to ride by.
Y'all gonna need y'all GPSs and y'all iPhones. Shout out to iPhone. You gonna need your iPhone. Shout out to iPhone. Do you know how to get around some of this stuff, because construction is 24/7 now, because there's no traffic. Like, name the last time you seen 5 o'clock traffic in Tampa.
I was riding about 5 o'clock the other day.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I was riding in 5 o'clock traffic last week to go to a doctor's appointment, and I was like, wait a minute, it's 5:30 and I'm not. Wow, I got from one. Okay, all right.
The traffic gonna be ridiculous when it come back.
Oh, yeah. It's gonna be ugly.
I can't wait to get back around people though, man. I miss everybody out there, man.
Yeah,
Thank y'all
too,
for listening too, man. And this is one of the benefits of having radio, because like I feel like even though we're in seclusion,
right,
and even though we're pre-recording this interview, we still have the option to reach out and touch people. You know what I'm saying? Y'all stuck at the crib, but press play, and I guarantee you we got you.
This is the first time that I've seen people in days. Like, I'm in a situation where I literally have to stay to myself. Like I can't be around family. No, I don't have Rona, but I'm considered a high risk. And so for me to see people, especially people that I know, I'm excited.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But it's tough, like, to go from being around people all the time to being just by yourself, and you feel like I'm in a box. Literally, being in a box. You see what I'm saying? Got that surge, being in the box.
We're talking with DJ Spaceship, Waves of the Bay, episode 23. We still got the Tampa Bay Watch coming up in just a few minutes. I just wanted to make sure y'all got to know more about my homie, my DJ right here, DJ Spaceship, man. So one thing that we've always done over these years, like, you've made it a point to let me know just how important a DJ is in whatever production we're trying to do.
Right.
So I always try to tell all these artists, show love to the DJ. Make sure y'all shout out the DJ, whatever.
Right.
Let's flip this around. Like, cause from the artist perspective, what's the best way that they can submit music for you to listen to?
If you're gonna reach, okay, so as an artist, promote your stuff. I don't sit here and think that it's my job to promote you. That's not my job. That's your job. If you're submitting music to me, don't just hit my inbox and just throw me a link.
Man, say something, please.
Treat it the best way I can describe this, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and Tampamen. When you submit music to me or any DJ, treat it like a relationship that you want. Handle it with care, respect, and be upfront and honest with it, because all DJs might not be for you, and vice versa. Get to know something about the DJ. Like, honestly, I'm gonna put this out there, and I'm real private with my personal life. I had an artist reach out to me since we've been on Rona, and they just sent me $100. I never played their music. I never hung out with them. I never had beers with them.
Support the DJ, man.
They sent me $100. It wasn't I'm gonna give you this if you play that type stuff. They just say, hey, look, I'm gonna send you $100. They say, what's your Cash App? And I sent it to them. And they say, I sent you this because if it wasn't for you doing what you do, my message wouldn't be able to get out. And I never had any of their music at that point. So you got to get to know the people. You know, it's one thing I cringe is when I see artists go perform and they say, hey DJ, that's Spaceship, that's Galaxy, that's Skilo, that's this DJ. You know, say, like at least get to know their name, bro.
And call them the right name if you're gonna say the name.
Say it right.
Say the right name.
Right. Would you call your old lady the wrong name? You see what I'm saying? So shout out to you and C Renee. Like C Renee is the Bible of why you should have DJ friends. Mm-hmm. I'll let her explain that to you herself. C Renee get love wherever she goes. She good wherever she go. And same with you. Like once you and I had that discussion, and I explained to you, you know, hey, show some love to the DJ and stuff, like, because we up there just playing the records and we ducked off in the corner. All y'all get to go have fun. We can't run around and get drunk and all that stuff. We can get drunk, but we got to stay focused.
You got to stay focused, because if you ain't, then that's easy to tell right
now there. You frustrated, and then now people like, oh, the whole event garbage now. You see what I'm saying? So that to me is the reason why, you know, that's the importance of, you know, getting to know the DJ, and that's how you can sing your music to me. Like, get to know me. I reach out to people and catch them off guard. Like, hey man, music was dope. You know what I'm saying? Blah blah blah. Is it any kind of way I can get that dirty and clean? And make a dirty and a clean, ladies and gentlemen.
Say it one more time. Make
a dirty and a clean version, because some people can be in position where they can play it in places that can get it magnified. You know, the clubs is nice, but radio, you know what I'm saying? Like, the radio still hit for something.
And that's what frustrates me about what we do, like on the radio side of things, because like we know so many artists, but we're still asking people to submit music. You know what I'm saying?
I don't ask no more. I
don't ask no more either. I just post the ones that have been played,
right?
And the link to go hear everything. But it's just like, yo, if y'all really about trying to get somewhere, then the people that's driving, you might want to holler at them. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's go.
I want to give a quick intro to something.
Okay.
So I've heard before artists say, well, DJs don't do this and DJs don't do that, and radio this and radio don't do that. You and I got our own platform. I personally took and reached out to a few artists and made a mix. You see what I'm saying? And it's on my SoundCloud. You can find it, DJ Spaceship on SoundCloud. And, you know, 181 Rebellion, Alec Burnwright, Tom G, Gotti, TJ Mad Skills, K-True, C-Bane, Keith Robinson, Fresh P, Zondi, Theo. That's just Keys and Free. That's just the name of a few of the people that's on there, and it's a dope mix. Like, I have people that reached out to me from California, like, yo, what artists y'all have in your area that's bubbling?
Exactly.
And I sent them the link, and at the time, the link only had, I think the mix only had like 2 views, 2 spins. I think it's up to like 20, a little over 20 now. So I tagged the artist that's on there into the mix, and I watched and seen what they did with it, and I can't lie to you. They've all shared it, posted it, mentioned it, and I didn't have to say anything. Because if it's something that has you, promote it. Share it. Let people know what's happening.
That's how I got into promotion right there. Man. Promote yourself, and eventually it's going to fall in line.
It'll come back.
Bro. That's what it is, man. We're talking with DJ Spaceship right now. Waves of the Bay, episode 23. Just talking about everything, man. Talking about best ways to submit music, how you want to approach the Rona and getting around stuff. How you guys getting ready for the Super Bowl and how we're going to move. There's a lot of stuff going on, man. I want to give a message for the Baldwin brothers out there, though, man, because I know y'all going through it, bro.
Embrace it. One of my favorite people on this planet, and I had the joy of actually meeting, is Terrell Owens. And he has a statement, other than get your popcorn ready. His statement is, I love me some me. You have to embrace, if you're going bald, let it go. It's okay. Bald brothers are popping. We've been popping.
If you can pull it off, bro, do it.
Bro.
You know what I'm saying?
If you can pull it, even some of you ladies, come on home. If you got your edges going away, come on home. This is a PSA. Come on home. If your edge is not growing back and it's like termites going on around, ring around the roses, come on home. We got the bevel blade system for you. Won't you come on home? Just come on home. But now you got to embrace it, because I think accepting it is, you have to be sure of yourself, and it's a maturity thing. Not everybody can have a ball, just like not everybody can have braids. You pulling it off right now. But Tone, when you ready, just come on home.
Oh, I'm not even going to front with mine.
Just come
if
on
it
home.
starts slipping, that's it.
Shout out to Chico Bean. He had a quarantine on his Instagram. He had when bald people was chiming in and going live with him, and it was some ugly stuff.
I know you
out
seen
there.
Ray Allen.
Yeah, but you should have seen these people that was getting in with Chico.
Oh, that was probably like a week ago. We need to see Ray Allen right now.
Listen, I want to take my
Did
hat
you
off.
see DJ
But
Khaled? I know he ain't bald,
Nah,
but
I
did you
ain't
see how unraveled he is right now?
Nah,
Bruh.
I seen. Let's see. Bun B chimed in. His just don't.
I know
grow.
he hurt.
He just got the sides.
Okay.
Mad Skills chimed in. His headline just go back, but it was. I think out of all the people on there was one chick. Legitimately, her stuff was like. I tried to get in. I tried to get tapped in, but I didn't get picked. And then D-Rec, the DJ from Wild and Out, he chimed in, and
that was it.
Man, listen. It was some ugly stuff out there, but you just gotta own it, man. Like, be comfortable with it. You know, it's less maintenance, more money to put in your pocket to go do whatever you want to do.
Keep that thing shined up, bro.
Keep it shined
Ladies
up.
love that.
Yeah.
So I told you, I told Laster, I told everybody.
Listen,
if it starts slipping, just
you
be done with it.
Just, once you come on home, Serge, you ready? Just come on home. Just come on home.
I was a frequent fan of the ball. I was bald for a while, actually.
Yeah. Right. But by choice.
Yeah.
Okay. But if it ever happens and it's not by choice,
I'm gonna do it because it's getting hot, man.
Won't you come on home?
And this here is my neck is all hot right now.
The cheat code is the beard. Get your beard game right.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying? Get in the gym, do some push-ups or something like that. Get you a nice little. But on the underside of that, won't you come on home?
Facts.
That's all.
Talking with Spaceship right here, Ways to the Bay. We're about to get into the Baywatch in just a few minutes. I got like one more question I want to hit you with,
What you got?
quick, man. It's kind of a compound question. I want you to. It's about DJs, bro. I'm going to give you just some categories here, and I want you to just expound on them and rank them for me.
Okay.
So, I know you spoke about crowd control.
Okay.
So that's one. Mixing and blending skills, music knowledge, and equipment. When it comes to being a great DJ, order those for me as far as importance.
Well, I think equipment-wise, you can, as I was taught by Knock One, you can have the best equipment and be the trashiest DJ, and have the worst equipment, cheapest equipment, and be on fire. I think the number one thing is blending skills. I don't care what your music selection is. If you can't blend, you got to have some kind of way to go from one side of town. You can't get from Tampa to St. Pete without a bridge or a boat.
Right.
I mean, you could try to swim, but them waves of the bay. See that right there? Them waves of the bay.
You ain't catching that one.
Yeah. For me, it would be blending, crowd control, knowledge of music. That's very important too, because you want to be able to know your crowd. You want to know your customer. There go that selling point. Know your customer. I think as far as like the equipment would be the last thing, because like I said, I've been around and seen some DJs have the best equipment and they trash Basuda and make me take a knee before capping it. And then I seen some cats. I did a DJ competition in Orlando. Shout out to DJ Baby Lack. And this cat killed. It was 20 DJs. It's a true story. It was 20 DJs fighting for a residency at this club in downtown Orlando. Can't remember the name of the club. And he killed 18 of the DJs there with ease. They came in with they pioneered, CDJs and $1,000 this, $1,000 that, and he was killing them with an iPad. This dude had an iPad. This is a true story. He took the grill off of his Cadillac CTS and used it and wore it as a chain. And was laying on the club floor with his legs crossed on his stomach, playing, like mixing and killing these dudes. He killed 18 of the DJs. There was only one DJ that pushed him off his square. And I was that DJ that pushed him off the square. And how I got him was everybody that got up there was playing the same stuff. They was going
just
the same.
Like, get your ass up.
Just get out of here.
Get up off the floor.
Just get out. And when I got up there, and he was getting them in their feelings and stuff. And me and him, we went back and forth, and it came down to me and him. And they gave it to both of us. But the club ended up closing before they ever open up. No, the club didn't close. The club closed, and the promoting team went out west. So we built a relationship since then. But DJ Baby Lack out of Orlando was killing everybody with an iPad. He had sound effects. He had any song that you played, he had the same thing. And that was killing people because everybody was playing the same stuff. Mm-hmm. I hit him different. I went what I know. I went to that Tampa Juke, came in with some of that reggae, killed him with some of that R&B, ended him up with some Michael Jackson, and he turned and looked was like, all right. And we just went back and forth for like an hour, a whole hour. I drove up there. My truck was overheating and everything just to go to this competition to get that gig. And Baby Lack was killing them with an iPad. That he got from the pawn shop.
Memories, boy.
Yes, sir.
That's what I'm talking about. That's the reason why I wanted to talk to you tonight, whatever we're calling it right now, man. It's like Tuesday right now.
We're aboard the spaceship, baby, so we don't know what's going on out there in that atmosphere.
Yeah, it's a Tuesday pre-record right now, but it's because we love y'all. We appreciate everybody listening to us on Saturday. This is WMNF 88.5 Tampa. Spaceship, give the people your social media information one more again, please.
You can find me in St. Louis, rolling on Dub. No, I'm not in St. Louis. One day I will be. You can follow me on Instagram at DJ Spaceship. If Twitter is your poison of choice, at DJ Spaceship 813. Facebook, DJ Spaceship. SoundCloud, DJ Spaceship. And or if you're not, social media is not your thing, Snapchat, DJ Spaceship. If social media is not your thing, you can hit me on my Gmail, djspaceship@gmail.com for your music submissions, conversations, whatever. Like, come on in, let's become family, let's have a good time.
For sure, man. This is my DJ. This is my brother. I appreciate you just taking some time to actually answer some questions, you know what I'm saying?
I guess.
Being on the other side of the table and everything. But
yes,
this
sir.
went pretty good, man. I can't expect anything more than that, man. I think you got your point across to the people. And like I said, man, it's not because I know this dude and I love this dude. This dude is an amazing individual at the same time, man. Like, as a DJ, if you guys need somebody for your next event, this is the guy you want to holler at. Or else if you're an artist out here and you're trying to get onto that next level and you're trying to get some information, get some game, talk to Spaceship, man. Spaceship be dropping jewels all the time, bro.
For the free. I'm start charging y'all.
Hey, this is WMNF 88.5. Let's go ahead and play that promo, and then we'll come back again to the Tampa Bay Watch, and then we'll be up from there, man. Make sure y'all follow us at Waves of the Bay. This is Tone Capone
and DJ Spaceship.
And Saturday nights from 10 to midnight, we bring you Waves of the Bay. Right here on WMNF 88.5 Tampa.
With the hottest interviews, the hottest music.
You can submit your music for the Tampa Bay Watch segment at wavesofthebay.radio@gmail.com or follow us on all social media at Waves of the Bay.
Every Saturday, 10 to 12. Make sure you come and ride the wave.
Yes, sir.